Rain, rain, go away. No, seriously, go away. We are over it. Hi, dear all. I miss you so much, and I'm sorry for the long absence, but I come back. Our topic for today is, as written in the title, can weather affect your mood? So let's go and see. While a change in weather can be a really nice change of pace at times, or even greatly needed in some cases, such as rain during a drought, it can also be frustrating. With less than pleasant weather drags on, it can complicate outdoor plans, make traffic miserable, and honestly feel like it's starting to affect your overall mood. And it's not just rain, of course. The bitter cold during the winter can take its toll, as can prolonged heat and humidity. So, what's the deal? Can weather actually affect your mood, or is it just a figment of your imagination? The link between weather and mood is murky. In terms of the science behind whether the weather might affect your mood, well, it's debatable. The research is limited and it varies. There is evidence to suggest a connection. The case for a link between the two began to emerge in the late 70s and early 80s. For example, a 1984 study looking at a variety of mood variables from anxiety and depression to optimism and aggression in the context of several weather variables: amount of sunshine, precipitation, temperature, wind, humidity, barometric pressure. The study found that the amount of sunshine, temperature, and humidity had the greatest effect on mood. In particular, it showed that high humidity lowered concentration and increased sleepiness, something many Houstonians can likely relate to. Additionally, a 2005 study found that spending more time outdoors in pleasant weather is associated with higher mood and better memory. The study concluded that spring was linked to improved mood since people had been deprived of pleasant weather all winter, and that hotter weather was linked to lower mood in the summer. But there is also evidence to suggest otherwise. While some of the science concludes that there is a link between weather and mood, not every study finds a clear connection. For instance, a 2008 study found that weather had essentially no effect on positive mood. Explained another way, more sunlight and better temperatures didn't make a happy person happier. The study did find, however, that sunlight, wind, and temperature could affect negative moods like tiredness, although the impact was very minor. Additionally, it's important to note that while the previously mentioned 2005 study did suggest a link between time spent outdoors in pleasant weather and improved mood, the impact wasn't consistently significant. In fact, the effect was very modest. Taken together, it's unclear if weather truly affects mood. All in all, there is simply more we need to learn before we can claim a connection between mood and weather. Mood itself is very complex, and many factors affect and contribute to it. What may be becoming more clear, however, is that how weather affects mood likely varies significantly from person to person. Do we each have a weather type? There is a precedent for the theory that each of us is affected by the weather differently. Take, for instance, seasonal affective disorder (SAD), which is defined as having significant mood changes related to the change in seasons. The most well-known example is winter SAD, seasonal affective disorder, or the winter blues, a depressive mood felt only during the shorter days of the winter. with only about 6% of the population diagnosed with SAD, seasonal affective disorder. It's a relatively rare mood disorder. However, the National Institute of Mental Health speculates that this disorder is actually much more common, especially its milder forms. And a 2011 study suggests that weather may indeed affect mood for some. Similar to other studies, the overall association between weather and mood was barely, if at all, significant. However, the researchers noticed that while half of the individuals in the study weren't affected by the weather, the other half were significantly affected by it. Taking these different subpopulations into account, the study identified four weather reactivity types. So please listen attentively. So for those unaffected by weather, mood for them is unrelated to weather. And for summer lovers, mood improves on warm and sunny days. And for summer haters, mood improves on cool and cloudy days. And finally, for rain haters, particularly bothered by rain. So I'd like to see which type are you of them? And to continue, this suggests that some individuals are fairly resilient to the weather while others are sensitive to it. Further still, those who are reactive to the weather can be affected by the various weather patterns differently. Finally, I want to say that I would like to know if you realize the relationship between your mood and weather. And also, I would like to know if you are a summer lover, spring lover, rain lover, or summer hater, which weather you like the most and which weather you hate. And that's it. Goodbye, see you soon.